I'm Sharon Macklis at IDG Communications, here with episode 31 of Do More with R, the data table package's .sd symbol. For some data table users, .sd is a bit of a mystery. But data table creator Matt Dowell told me that it's actually quite simple. Just think of it as a symbol representing each group. Let me show you a few examples. I have a data set of daily cycling trips from the Boston area's bicycle share system. If you'd like to follow along, the associated article at InfoWorld will have the data. I load data table and import my CSV file using data table's fread function. Here I'm saving the data into a data table called myDT. Next, I'll look at the first 6 lines to see what the data look like. So you can see I've got columns for the date, the user type, subscriber or single trip customer, number of trips, year, and month starting date so I can easily subtotal by month. So here is the first example that Matt suggested. Print the first few rows of the data table grouped by user type. And here I'm filtering for the first 12 rows just to make it easier to see the output. Print iterated over each group and printed 2 separate times, one for each user type. The problem, though, is I don't know which is the customer user group and which is the subscriber user group. The by column didn't print out. Matt showed me a little trick for that, though. If you're familiar with data table syntax, there are 3 parts to the bracket notation after the data table name: I, J, and by. I is for filtering rows, J is for what you want to do, and by is how you want to group your data, if you do. See the code on line 4? I've just put curly braces around the J part. That's going to let me add multiple R expressions inside that J part. If I run it now, it's the same as before. Still no user type names. But now look at the R statement I added on the next line of code. Well, Matt told me to add. Here on line 6. Print.by. .by is a special data table symbol that holds the value of by, what column or column I'm grouping by. If I run this line of code, I'll now have the name of each grouping variable along with the printout: subscriber or customer. So that's a very basic example, but I'm guessing you might want to do something a little more interesting with .sd than that. Next, we'll look at which day had the most trips each month. This first line of code has it all. The I first argument is filtering for any rows where the year is 2019, so I'll just be looking at this year. The J argument is the interesting part for .sd. Think of .sd as referring to each group of your data as it iterates, or as Matt said, you do J by, like a for loop. So let's run that first line of code. Interesting, every single maximum is subscriber. This next line of code lets me look at which day had the most trip each month by each user type. See, I've got 2 columns for by, not just one: month starting and user type. And now I can see the maximum for each user type for each month. There are a couple of ways to express grouping by more than one column in data table. One way is the dot before the required column names, like I've got here. Another way is you can use a conventional base R vector with quotation marks around each column name. So this third line of code is the same as the second. You can see if I run it. And there you have it, filter and summarize by group in one line of code. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. For more R tips, head to the Do More with R page at go.infoworld.com/morewithR, all lowercase except for the R. You can also find the Do More with R playlist on the YouTube IDG Tech Talk channel. Hope to see you next episode.